On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Graham.
A type of flour made from whole wheat that has had the bran and germ removed and is often used to make crackers or cookies. A cracker made with this type of flour.
Examples:
Graham bread, Graham flour. I enjoyed my camping trip with friends, toasting marshmallows over a glowing graham cracker.
Domino.
A small, flat, rectangular block used in a game that has pairs of dots on one or both sides, a consequence of an event that sets off a chain reaction of similar events.
Examples:
Domino chain, domino effect. We knocked over a stack of dominoes and watched them fall one by one.
Jerry.
A slang term referring to something that is improvised, makeshift, or of poor quality, jerry-rigged.
Examples:
Jerry-built foundation, Jerry-made toy. The jerry-rigged repair was only a temporary solution to the problem.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree, confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd, excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Decouple.
To disconnect or separate something from something else that it was joined to or part of previously.
Examples:
Decouple a power supply, decouple a space shuttle. We have to decouple our foreign policy from ideology.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons, issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Idealist.
A person who is guided by ideals or principles rather than practical considerations or reality. A person who seeks to achieve a particular vision or goal for the betterment of society or humanity.
Examples:
Idealist at heart, an idealist perspective. As a dedicated idealist, she always fought for what was right, no matter the cost.
Geopolitical.
Of or relating to political activity or relations between countries and groups of countries, as influenced by the physical features of a country or area.
Examples:
The geopolitical situations. Reduce geopolitical risk. The country holds dominant geopolitical power over its neighbors.
Budge.
To move or shift slightly, particularly with effort or resistance, to make or cause a slight change in something.
Examples:
Budge an inch. Budge the shelf. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't budge the heavy couch from its place in the room.
Grizzled.
Having gray or partly gray hair, having a worn or weathered appearance, marked by experience or endurance.
Examples:
Grizzled beard. Grizzled appearance. The grizzled veteran shared his war stories and experiences with the young soldiers.
Orphanage.
An institution for the care of orphans, equals a child whose parents are dead.
Examples:
Build an orphanage. Orphanage director. He grew up in a Christian orphanage and never knew his biological parents.
Beard.
Hair that grows on a man's face, often around the mouth and chin.
Examples:
A black beard. Shave my beard. He grew a thick beard to change his appearance.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Orphan.
A child whose parents are dead or have abandoned them.
Examples:
Orphan care. Asylum for orphan children. The little girl was a war orphan and lived in a group home.
Stigmatize.
To accuse, condemn, or openly or formally consider somebody or something as not deserving respect.
Examples:
Stigmatize the deviant as criminal. Stigmatize him as a swindler. She was stigmatized by society because she had a child out of wedlock.
Farce.
A type of comedy that relies on ridiculous situations, improbable coincidences, and exaggerated characters to provide humor.
Examples:
Sports farce. Theatrical farce. The political scandal was like a farce straight out of a TV sitcom.
Piety.
Devoutness or reverence towards a higher power or moral code, a deep respect for religious ideals and traditions.
Examples:
Piety in religion. Show piety towards God. The religious leader was known for his extreme piety and devotion to his faith.
Hemorrhage.
Profuse bleeding, often caused by a ruptured vessel.
Examples:
Hemorrhage from a breast. Hemorrhage control. He had a severe brain hemorrhage that left him paralyzed.
Brigade. A
military unit typically consisting of several battalions, Usually commanded by a brigadier general, a group of people organized for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Brigade commander, rescue brigade. The culinary brigade prepared a delicious meal for the guests at the banquet.
Extinguish.
To cause a fire to stop burning or light to stop shining.
Examples:
Extinguish a cigarette. Extinguish the street lamp. Firefighters made every effort to extinguish the blaze immediately.
Avert.
To prevent something dangerous or undesirable from happening.
Examples:
Avert disaster. Avert a strike. The dam systematically releases large amounts of water to avert flooding during the rainy season.
Offend.
To cause someone to feel upset, angry, or annoyed.
Examples:
Offend his sensibilities. Offend a customer. His rude comments offended many people at the party.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Rigor.
Strictness or severity in opinion, temper, or judgment.
Examples:
The rigor of the law. Academic rigor. When the dead body was found, rigor mortis had already begun.
Extremist.
A person who holds extreme political or religious views and who is willing to use violent or illegal methods to promote those views.
Examples:
Extremist political views. Radical extremist. The extremist group planned a series of violent attacks to push its agenda.
Turbulent.
Marked by a lot of sudden changes, confusion, or uncertainty, characterized by intense activity or agitation.
Examples:
Turbulent waves. Turbulent age. The stock market has been turbulent lately, with prices fluctuating rapidly.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Retrovirus.
A type of RNA virus that uses the enzyme reverse transcriptase to convert its RNA into DNA, which then inserts itself into the host cell's genome, which can cause a variety of diseases in humans and animals, including HIV, human immunodeficiency virus.
Examples:
Retrovirus infection. Feline retrovirus. The patient's condition improved after beginning a retrovirus-targeted treatment regimen.
Ingenuity.
The quality of inventing things or solving problems in clever new ways.
Examples:
The infinite ingenuity of man. Abound in ingenuity. Creativity and ingenuity are often brought about by extreme concentration.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Fizz.
To make a hissing or bubbling sound, often accompanied by the release of gas or effervescence. To be lively, exciting, or effervescent in character or atmosphere. Noun, the sound, process, or result of something producing small bubbles.
Examples:
Fizz up after the speech. Fizz with life. The soda began to fizz when I opened the can, spilling over the top and onto my shirt.
Scrutinize.
To examine carefully and critically, to inspect closely.
Examples:
Scrutinize her belongings. Scrutinize a suspect. The detective scrutinized the evidence for any clues.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Indifference.
A lack of interest, enthusiasm, or sympathy towards someone or something.
Examples:
Indifference to pain. General indifference. I tried to assume an air of indifference.
Hippie.
A person who follows a counterculture movement that originated in the United States during the 1960s, characterized by the advocacy of nonviolence, communal living, and a rejection of traditional American values.
Examples:
Hippie lifestyle. Hippie music. The fashion of the hippie movement included unconventional clothing such as tie-dye shirts and bell-bottom jeans.
Gestation.
The state of being pregnant, the period during which an embryo or fetus develops, usually about 280 days in humans.
Examples:
Extrauterine gestation. Gestation time. The gestation period for elephants is 22 months.
Life-saving.
The act or process of rescuing someone else's life, especially from drowning.
Examples:
Life-saving efforts. Life-saving device. The patient needs a life-saving transplant operation.
Pragmatist.
A person who practically approaches situations and problems, someone who prioritizes usefulness and functionality over abstract principles or ideals.
Examples:
Pragmatist perspective. A true pragmatist. As a pragmatist, she always focuses on finding practical solutions to problems.
Summon.
To order someone to come to or be present at a specific place such as a court, or to arrange a meeting formally.
Examples:
Summon a lawyer. Summon a city council. The chairperson was responsible for summoning committees.
Redefine.
To change the meaning or interpretation of something, to make people think about something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Redefine customer experience. Redefine our role. The video telephony application has redefined the way we work.
Wanton.
Causing harm or damage deliberately and showing no care at all, casual and unrestrained in sexual behavior.
Examples:
Wanton destruction. Wanton spending. She cast wanton eyes at him.
Lurch.
To make a sudden, abrupt movement, to stagger or sway unsteadily, to experience a sudden change or reversal. Noun, a sudden, unsteady, or awkward movement or motion, often to one side or another.
Examples:
A lurch in the stock market. Lurch back and forth. The car suddenly lurched forward as we hit a pothole.
Disappoint.
To fail to meet someone or their hopes or expectations, to make someone feel sad.
Examples:
Disappoint the audience. Don't disappoint me. She worked very hard not to disappoint her boss's expectations.
Promenade.
A stroll or walk, often taken in a public place or park. A public place for walking or strolling, often filled with shops or vendors. A dance movement in which the partners move around the floor in a circle or similar pattern.
Examples:
Evening promenade. Promenade in the park. The boardwalk by the beach was a beautiful promenade for tourists and locals alike.
Crass.
Lacking sensitivity, refinement, or tact, coarse, vulgar, or insensitive in speech, behavior, or attitude.
Examples:
Crass behavior. Crass generalizations. His crass comments were offensive and disrespectful to everyone in the room.
Reap.
To harvest a grain crop from a field, to obtain something beneficial as a consequence of something that you have done.
Examples:
Reap the benefits. Reap crops. He reaped a significant profit from the listing of his company's stock.
Deduct.
To take away an amount or part of the money, points, etc. from a total.
Examples:
Deduct the interest. Deduct $100 from the price. The bank deducted the premium amount from his bank account.
Merciful.
Having or showing compassion, kindness, or forgiveness towards those who may be deserving of punishment or harm, characterized by leniency or clemency.
Examples:
merciful gesture, merciful punishment. The merciful judge decided to give the defendant a lighter sentence.
Zeitgeist.
The spirit or general outlook of a particular period of time, especially as it is reflected in the beliefs and attitudes of that time, the cultural, intellectual, or moral climate of a society or era.
Examples:
the zeitgeist of the era, cultural zeitgeist. The political speech resonated with the zeitgeist of national unity and cooperation.
Moth.
An insect with wings similar to a butterfly that travels at night and is attracted to light.
Examples:
moth larva, moth attracted to the light. The moth is a serious threat to the farm's output.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant, a determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Fir.
A type of tall evergreen tree that is native to the northern hemisphere, with needle-like leaves and cones that stand upright on the branches.
Examples:
fir branch, fir forest. The smell of fresh fir trees filled the air at the Christmas tree farm.
Impractical.
Not sensible or useful for practical purposes, not likely to be effective in achieving an intended outcome.
Examples:
impractical idea, impractical solution. It is impractical to expect everyone to work for free.
Immoral.
Not conforming to accepted society standards of honesty or morality.
Examples:
immoral behavior, politically immoral. It is immoral to cheat on a test.
Heartland.
A region or area that is considered central or vital to a particular country, culture, or social or economic system, often characterized by a sense of national identity or pride and a strong attachment to tradition or values associated with that region.
Examples:
industrial heartland, American heartland. I grew up surrounded by cornfields and farms in the country's heartland.
Nerd.
A person who is very interested in and knowledgeable about a particular subject, such as computers, mathematics, chess, etc.
Examples:
A computer nerd. Nerd neck. He was, by nature, a cyber nerd.
Sally.
A sudden, impulsive outing or excursion, a witty or clever remark.
Examples:
Sally of wit. Sally Port. The protesters made a sudden sally into the town square, surprising everyone.
Homemaking.
The act or practice of managing a household and taking care of domestic duties such as cooking, cleaning, and organizing, the work or occupation of being a homemaker.
Examples:
Traditional homemaking skills. Homemaking tools. Homemaking duties can include anything from cooking and cleaning to managing household finances.
Starvation.
A severe lack of food that leads to malnutrition and, ultimately, death.
Examples:
Die of starvation. Starvation wages. The drought led to widespread starvation in the region.
Landline.
Also wireline, a telephone line that transmits and receives signals through a physical wire or cable network, as opposed to a cellular or satellite connection.
Examples:
Landline phone. Landline connection. We need to install a landline in our new office before we can start taking client calls.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.